It's the higher resolution, it's the perspective, it's staying there for that last drop. One more drop of blood. To lose oneself so much so to surrender to the beauty that it is. To feel so safe. The intimacy that one gains and gets to multiply everything that's good and true. I hope that I pray to God I catastrophically continue to lose it.
Oh yeah, now this is podcasting, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Welcome back to Tim Butterly's show. They said it couldn't be done. They said I couldn't find yet another beautiful exterior location to have the nicest afternoon of all time. And guess what? In your fucking face, bitch, because our guest this week, one of my dearest people closest to my heart in the entire world, is none other than a Puerto Rican lady, Kim Congdon, everybody.
Whoa.
Go fucking crazy at your desk. I want you to stomp your feet.
Yeah, fucking go nuts.
Stuff something in the kitchen
Go
sink.
so crazy you have to talk to HR after this. They think that you're going through something.
I want a recap of every HR meeting that stems from as a result of this podcast on my desk by end of day Monday.
I need you banging on the desk. Head banging.
Get maintenance called in for something or it doesn't count.
Go in and kiss the person you're attracted to at work real quick. And say, this is for Kim.
Approach your crush and kiss her for Kim. Or him.
Kiss your crush for Kim.
We gotta get gay
consensual.
guys being braver about their crushes at the office, because I feel like straight guys are kind of dominating that space and sort of ruining the vibe.
Oh yeah, the gay guys are like so respectful.
What
they do is they have drinks after and then like ruthlessly fuck.
For sure.
Like gentlemen should.
With honesty and integrity in their hearts.
Yes.
None of this deception.
And cum in their ass.
You know? None of this.
With integrity in their hearts and cum in their ass, dude.
That's on their badge.
Gay men are loyal, honest, beautiful people.
But if we had them approach some of the straight fellas ruining the office vibe.
I hate to bring up what's going on right now, but
there's a Utah raptor.
There is a violent bird that
has been sort of circling us. First of all, he's got villain colors. He's all black. I wish we had Noah. He's a birder.
Oh, it's a grackle.
Oh, it's a greckle with a purple sheen.
It's a grackle.
And
a lot of people think they're crows, but they're like really black and they have this like iridescent purple. He's kind of hot for a bird. I'm not gonna lie.
You like a bad boy?
I like an iridescent. I like an iridescent colored species.
You like a villain?
I like a villain. Yeah, I was slightly attracted to Scar from Lion King as a child. I don't know what that means. Okay, the scar on his eye.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said Scar.
Yeah.
But I was still laughing, and I thought you were saying the bird from Lion King. And I said, in my head, I went,
no.
Iago?
Zuzu?
Zuzu. Sorry, Iago was Aladdin. Oh, my God.
What's happening here, Tim? Get
Zuzu is even more of a putz.
Dude, Zuzu's a bitch. Zuzu's a little tattletale bitch.
I
wouldn't be attracted to Zuzu.
No, you don't like
Have
a little...
some respect for me. It's Scar.
Is there a woman out there for, like... wormy guys that stand behind the main guy and go, yeah? Is there a looks match for them?
Whoa, hold on. Cardinal. You see it?
That's
Red.
a good guy bird.
There's two. They're looking at each other.
They're both on our side.
Dude, this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not kidding. This is basically what the podcast has been lately.
That's so nuts.
Just hanging out with birds.
And watching them. Do you guys...
confused pedestrians.
Yeah, everyone's like, so when's that OnlyFans clip going to start? People are running by this trail being like, so is she going to finger herself or not?
What's her body count?
I've seen the same guy run by 16 times waiting for the fucking show to start. Unfortunately, this is it. I'm just naming birds. Grackle. That's a grackle. I like the iridescence.
Oh, my God. Have you heard anything about this lady that ran a fox rescue that killed herself?
Yeah.
Well, how much do you know about it?
That she ran a fox rescue and she was also a redhead, which I feel like I thought that, like, you know, people say dogs look like their owners. It's funny that she was like, I have nothing, so I'm going for foxes.
She does look very fox-like in a lot of pictures.
She looks like a fox. She's
and
really
not in
pretty.
like a sexy cartoon fox way. In like that woman looks like an animal way.
No, she was literally a fox.
But they also said she was autistic. I didn't see a single,
drop of it.
I didn't see a single instance where it seemed notable, like worth even mentioning.
Right. Well, yeah.
But yeah, she ran a fox rescue.
Okay.
And they rescued hundreds of foxes, a lot of them from fur farms.
Okay.
And then she had like kind of a ranch where she had outdoor foxes. She kept some indoors as pets.
Yeah, I saw she would pick up like gnarly ones and their eyes were like clouded and they're like drooling. She'd be like, gonna save this little guy. And I'm like, put him down.
Yeah.
Put the little guy down.
Well, and then so people took exception with what she was doing. They started, bothering her on Reddit, basically.
Oh, no.
That's about as far as it went, though. They bothered her on Reddit and Tumblr. And then she couldn't take it anymore, and she killed herself. Yeah. Now, there's some interesting characters involved.
Okay.
First, there's Michaela.
Fox girl.
Fox girl. Wanted to... Saw that. Nice trip, lady.
Dude,
How
I can't.
embarrassing.
I have to look away. No,
How
she can
embarrassing.
hear you. Stop.
A
She can hear
middle-aged
you.
lady tripped. She recovered, but she definitely tripped.
She tripped and she knew we saw her and she knows we're podcasting and she knows we're talking about
I
it.
watched the feeling in her heart of, did anyone see that? And 2 people were watching her and recording.
With microphones and one turned away snickering. Me.
I maintained eye contact and let her know that she's losing it. She's hitting the wall.
Dude. What's worse, tripping in front of people or tripping and no one sees it?
I love tripping and no one sees it.
Oh, I almost feel like...
I'll pick that every time. I'd rather fall all the way down and no one sees it than even like...
Oh, that's so much worse.
I won't even check to look if I stepped in something in front of people.
I'm so much more embarrassed in front of myself than I am other people.
Really?
Yeah, in that way.
I mean...
Like if I trip a little, I'll just be like, oopsie. Like I feel like it happens. Even though I just laughed at that lady. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, if they laugh at me, like it's not like a real laugh at me. But if I fully fall and I look and there's silence, I'm like, now they're seeing me look around and feel safe.
Yeah.
And that's more embarrassing that they think that I think I got away with it.
I was thinking you trip either way. When you're by yourself, there's no avoiding. I don't know if there's a name for the feeling when you trip, but it is a singular emotion, and you don't feel it any other place in your life.
Yeah.
You trip. It's like kind of like disappointment, embarrassment, and no one wants to admit this. A little bit of fear.
Of course.
You go, am I going to save this, or am I destined for the floor?
Yeah, of course. Fear's my biggest one there.
And but the exact cocktail, you can't get it anywhere else.
No, you can't.
And when you do it by yourself, you go, oh, at least with the other way, I'd get some fucking attention.
You know what else has a feeling you can't get anywhere else? When you're walking upstairs and you think there's one more step and there's not.
Oh, and you go extra tall at the top.
Yeah, that's weird because then you put the full step into it and it's almost the opposite of a trip. You tripped up.
Yeah, but it's still just like...
You air stomped aggressively for no reason.
You asked for extra homework, basically.
Yes.
It's similar to that feeling where you're just like, we get it, dude. You had one more step in you, but you didn't need it and you were wrong about something.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Turning around mid-walk. Take a walk and you have to pick the point to turn around.
Oh, my God, I went the wrong way.
We did that today a few times.
I did it on my own street. I don't know my neighborhood yet, and I've been taking Fritz for a walk every day.
Okay.
Because, we didn't have a lot of time, and Philadelphia wasn't a great place to do that. So it's like, we spent kind of like a year just like hunkered down, and now I'm like, every day we go out, we get some sunshine, we get some exercise, we get some fresh air.
Go for a walk.
And he
loves it.
Is frustrated with it.
Oh, he is?
Well, first of all, it's 175 degrees here.
Yeah, it's hot.
But I'm like, hey, buddy. We acclimate ourselves to like really tough situations like that because it makes us like stronger, and then that makes us like better for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I see him absorbing it, and I see him even trusting me on it, but he is not happy about it.
I love tell the story about him being so good on the drive here and what he said about him bringing up.
Oh
the
my
vibes.
God! I don't know if I told that last week with MJ. But the short story is that the
So
trip here was
funny.
so tumultuous. Everything was the greatest challenge I've ever faced. Throughout the entire thing, Fritz is just wearing sunglasses, smiling, and like playing on a Nintendo Switch. Every stop we made, I could go to the bathroom, I guess. Never once asked us to pull over. Had fun in the dingy Indian family-owned pet-friendly motels.
Yes.
Never once showed any sort of resistance to any request. It was like we were coming in the home stretch, and I was like, buddy, you've been holding this trip together, man. You're the glue. You're the pin in the center of this entire thing, and it's because you never stop smiling. And he went, the smile's a lie. And I went, what? And he just went back to smiling. He's like, I'm just saying stuff.
The smile's a lie. I've never heard anything more real.
The smile's a lie.
Dude, Fritz is like, the shit he says blows my mind sometimes. When Aura was having her second birthday and the theme, Alex's daughter, Aura, and the theme was not my first rodeo, so it was cowboy themed. And Alex is like, the buttery leaves are pulling up, so I run outside, and Fritz comes walking up, and he's wearing like, you know, cowboy pants, a tucked in button shirt, and a fedora, which was very confusing. Mm-hmm. Like a fedora, like a top hat type
Closest
thing
he could find to a cowboy hat.
Yes. And I go, are you so excited for the party? It's cowboy themed. He's like, yeah. No, he walks up and he goes, Kim, I heard the party's themed, is the first thing he says. So I go, yeah, it is. It's cowboy. We have a bunch of cowboy hats upstairs and scarves if you want to like put on more cowboy stuff. And he was like, no, I think I'm going to wear my hat. And I was like, okay, have fun. And he walks up the stairs, like literally I'm watching him, and he's got like almost, I don't even know if I'm making this up, but either way it's his energy, like front thumbs in the pocket. And he's walking like with this like swagger up this, and he's going slow, like it's like a cowboy movie, and he's like
kicking his heels.
Yeah, dude, he's taking his time. There's suddenly dust behind him. And I swear to God, he gets to the top step and I'm just watching him, and he turns around and he goes, Kim? And I go, yeah. And he goes, I'm my own kind of cowboy. And then he just goes inside the house. Like tipped his hat at me and went inside, and I was like, you are your own kind of cowboy.
He's the fucking best,
He's
man.
the best kid ever.
So we go for a walk every day, and like I'm sure that there's science behind this. He's the smallest one out of all of us, so the heat, I think, raises his body temperature quicker than the rest of us.
Of course.
I finally understand how kids die in hot cars. It's
Right.
because
They're just so little.
you can nuke them in 15 seconds. You know,
Yeah,
you're opening the door
if you
before
put
the
both
buzzer.
of us in a microwave, he gets warm first. Yeah.
You'd have to stir me a couple times.
Yeah. You have to put a paper towel over me and fucking add an ice cube and shit. Like, it's the whole thing.
Him, you can almost toast.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. To a crisp. He'd be delicious.
So I'm like,
He'd be good for an air fryer, that one.
He's a butterly nugget. If I'm a tender, he's a nugget.
Dude, yes. He's a little nugget.
So I'm like, I got you, you know, he's got his own little Stanley mug, cup, or whatever. I go, you got your water? I need you to keep drinking that, keep your body temperature regulated. I'm like pouring it on his head. And we only go out for like 15 minutes. We did like 30 minutes the other day. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, we got to the playground and he just wanted to sit in the shade.
Everyone's playing. He's like, I need to take a moment.
You normally can't pull him away from a playground. He's like, it doesn't, if you're there 4 hours, his face is caked in mud. He can barely walk. His hands are shaking from exhaustion and he's hungry. And we're like, bud, let's go get something to eat. He goes, okay. And we got there and he was just like, I think I'm just going to chill on the bench for a little while. And we had a nice long talk.
It's hot as fuck, dude.
I know.
I take 2 hour walks in this.
It's a real
You gotta get
test.
used to it.
It's a test.
This is the worst of it, and then it gets fucking amazing the rest of the year. You get a
I like
couple
this.
months, and this is great.
I want to cook.
Dude, me too. I think it feels good. I love to sweat. I love when my face gets red. I love a little sunburn. I think it's good for you, dude.
I used to I don't mean to this is TMI. I used to sweat too much, and ever since I stopped being fat, it really hasn't been an issue. Now I get cold easily.
Yeah.
So this is my first chance to kind of feel like young again.
Yeah, no, it's
Being
true.
a fat, sweaty fuck is like kind of more comfortable.
I think I read somewhere that like the benefits of being in the sun too long outweigh the risk of skin cancer. Like,
yeah,
by far. Like, it's like, yeah, if you're gonna do anything that's risky, be in the sun too much.
I scrolled past a video of it was like, this is the sun's effects on your body. And it was like an old, like outdoor, like a 70-year-old guy that worked outside his entire life and wore jeans every day. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting in a doctor's office and his arms are like, they look like tree bark.
Yeah.
And he's got them, and they're over his legs, which are like, almost look like string cheese. And I'm just like, dude, the jeans ruined his life. It's 70 years old and you're on your way out. I'd rather look like a fucking oak.
Yeah. I earned this tree bark.
I'm going to spray myself with chemicals
I earned this tree bark.
to make myself look like a fucking like bag full of just
It's all going to be gross in
Cum?
it anyways. It's like when you're old, just put on a shirt. I don't know.
I want a guy with old fucked up like burnt arm. I want bacon arms on an old guy. I don't want his hands anywhere near my face. That's what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah, dude. You want to see clots and veins and
Dude,
strings.
soft translucent hands on an old man.
Oh,
and
my
he
God.
cradles your cheek as he kisses your face when
No,
you
when
see
it's
him.
soft. You don't want that.
Ew,
You need
dude.
rough old hands.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the sunscreen thing is weird. I do it a little bit, and I don't overdo it constantly.
I'm done with it, actually.
You are? You're done
I'm
with
done
the
with it.
sunscreen. My mom doesn't wear sunscreen at all, and she has not a wrinkle on her face, and she's 56.
I don't even care about wrinkles. I'm just going to get burnt, and then I'll cover myself up. I'll shade myself, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it forever.
Whoa. That was crazy.
Black guy with skinny dreads just caught air on an e-bike.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts, dude. The characters out here. It's good people watching. You know what you should do? You should almost set up a second camera that points to the trail so that when we see crazy shit and you just
my
pop it
God.
in, you can blur faces.
Oh, my God. Yeah, duh. Yeah. You just changed the game.
Yeah.
Because people hear a lot about a lot of good dogs, bad dogs
Oh
on
my
here.
God. The lady that tripped, if we would have gotten
Imagine
that.
if we got the lady tripping.
Imagine if we got the
go
lady.
so viral.
Not us on your podcast imagining going viral. It's so sad. It's.
I don't even want to go viral, man. I just want to be
jeez.
beamed directly into
Tim,
the office computers
that's her.
of a bunch of sensitive, retarded guys. I got her in my sights. She's
3
back.
o'clock.
She's
Trippy.
back. She's waiting for you to squirt.
Trippy Lippy at 3. She's walking by us. What did?
Look at the casual stride.
Imagine how.
Look how casual this
Imagine
is.
if we had the camera, and we could go so viral.
These are
dude.
instructions for the viewers right now. Imagine if we had the trail.
Imagine if this was this fun but better.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Good. Are you guys from here? You guys from here? Where are you from? Brazil. Welcome to Texas.
What do you say? Obrigado? That's thank you.
I don't know if that's a slur. I'm not going to risk it. I almost yelled it. I feel like as a comedian, you can't listen to a comedian if they tell you to say something out loud.
Anyway, the point of the Fritz story was that coming home from the park, we were walking the wrong way, and it took me a half a block of knowing that before I could be like, Fritz, we went the wrong way. So we went further.
Oh, God.
Because I was like, maybe we'll make some turns, go back. But I had to be like, Fritz, we went the wrong way. We have to turn around.
That's why he fake smiles.
The smile is fake.
He smiles. He has to smile through it, dude.
So anyway, this lady had a fucking fox rescue.
Dude,
The trail is so busy.
the trail is. I've never seen more people on a trail in my life.
I think I would rather be sucking dick than being seen as a podcaster by the
This is
general
like-
public.
I've never been more embarrassed. I'm
You'll
actually
get used to it. Don't worry about
quite
it.
literally humiliated
Don't
on the
worry
trail.
about it. Listen, on the other side of that iPhone recording us are, thousands
that care
thousands
and
of
love us.
homies that are like seriously trying to kill time at work right now. And
Yeah.
if we let them lose focus, the day's going to
This
seem
guy's giving us
so
the middle
long
finger with his phone.
that they're going to make mistakes.
Did you see that?
What do you do?
He was holding his phone like this when he walked by. I swear to God. I think it was a subtle fuck off podcasters. But yes,
Keeping
you're
Austin
right.
weird, dude. There's so many fucking murals about what we're doing. Like, give us a break.
Yeah, this is the least weird thing ever. I'm sorry, we're sitting in nature.
Oh, having a nice time is outlawed now? Well, guess
Oh.
what, dude? Over my dead body.
We'll call us criminals. Pow pow.
Take it out of my cold dead hands.
Zit 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 or whatever.
But yeah, so the
fox
the lady
woman.
with the fox farm. So she started getting harassed by a trans furry
Okay.
on Reddit.
Are you dead serious?
Yeah, and then it really took off on Tumblr, which is implied trans furry, obviously. And they kind of here's the thing, okay? I've known Ferret guys. I also follow another autistic animal rescue person on the internet. This guy his name's Pirate Software. He's like a game developer, I guess, and like streamer. And he has a ferret rescue. And there's something off about ferret people, and I don't like it. And I haven't examined it enough yet.
I don't think it's like that deep. There's definitely something really off with furry people.
No, I'm talking about ferret people.
Oh, ferret people.
Furry people, they're a lost cause, and it's been covered to death. It's like they've gotten the blowback kind of died
She was bullied
down.
by a ferret lady, not a furry lady.
Well, both. I'm saying.
Okay, I'm overwhelmed.
I'm so sorry.
I'm over.
I'm
You can't
so
say trans
sorry.
furry ferret. In
Tra-
one, that seems
trans
like a
furry-
weird
trans
spell that we're
furry.
putting on
No,
someone. Trans furry ferret.
I'm just trying to ruin your algorithm
Smoke
from
comes
over
up.
here.
Yeah, dude. Let me turn my phone off before you continue. Actually.
So yeah, trans furry / ferret people as well.
Whoa. Yeah, everyone I ever knew in Florida with a ferret, their family was off.
Ferret people I distrust as much as furries, I would say.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
and
I would almost trust a furry more than a ferret person. Is that crazy?
I'm willing to hear your argument.
I feel like out of the two,
At least the furries are getting something sexual in return.
the furries are getting something out and the ferrets are holding something in. That's how I feel.
Ooh. Yeah, and they're gonna pop.
Yeah.
Those guys are gonna burst.
Yeah, out of the two, one's more dangerous than the other because one's holding like a very dark thing.
I don't know. I think there's like something bad happens to you as a child and you either become like
Fairy or ferret.
pervert
Fairy or ferret.
or murderer, and ferrets are in the pervert
Ferrets.
category.
Ferrets.
Perverts.
Perverts. Oh my god.
That was probably tweeted in like 2006.
I don't know.
That's fine,
Never
though.
heard it. Never heard it.
So they start, these people live online, and they say, if you post. So she posts a lot of content with the foxes, and that was
Okay.
kind of her stock and trade. That's how she raised money for them. Mm-hmm. One of her tactics is she would go to fur farms and buy all their foxes and keep them. And people were like, "Well, okay, you're technically rescuing them, but now they're just going to go buy more foxes. Like you get, you know what I mean?" And these are maybe legitimate concerns. I don't know. I'm not in that industry.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everything she posted and shared, there was people on Reddit who were just like, actually, like truly, actually people were flooding her inbox every day. And instead of just being like, I'm
doing what I can.
I'm hanging with foxes and posting videos, she was like arguing online, which I think might be her most autistic symptom. Mm-hmm. Actually arguing online, I think, might have been.
Autistic for Justice is a real thing.
Ooh.
I dabble in that a bit.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm autistic for justice.
You can get
I mean,
lost.
I don't know if I'm autistic for justice, but I love justice.
Oh, no. You're a, what do you call it? Busybot? No.
I suppressed it a lot ever since I got on SSRIs. I just care less, to be honest. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I am a fat fuck. Whatever. So...
That was honestly that changed my life too.
SSRIs?
No, just going, I guess I am a fat fuck.
Yeah, it's just like, whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't. So that's really the secret. You can't let a pervert.
But she
it's
was,
also
but
funny
she was going
that
to battle
like,
with them.
a furry is like who probably dresses as a furry fox was like, you got to stop this. She's like at home in air conditioning with her tail being like, this is wrong. Those are my cousins or whatever. Like, what a strange reason to kill yourself. I think those people that kill themselves for things like that, it was already going to happen. They needed like a reason to have like a pushover.
That's probably a
if
big
you're
part
already,
of it.
If you can get bullied by a furry trans, then you were on the edge, sweetie.
Oh, for sure.
You had 1 foot out the window.
And also she has a husband. Let me introduce another character. She's got a husband, looks like kind of a white dork.
Classic. Classic fox girl husband.
And now let's go with a wrinkle here. Okay, so he was like a fat, like chubby beard dork, spoke softly, like kind of like, you look at him and you go, picking that as like a life partner, it seems like a weird move for a lady, especially, she's got like her own thing going. And she was also taking sexy photos for the internet. She was wearing lingerie and like the foxes were climbing on her. And I don't know. It's
kind of cool.
I don't know if there was an OnlyFans to it. It could be cool.
I think it's cool.
But they didn't like that either.
Oh my God. Let her save a fox and fucking be sexy with it. Why do people care? Let her save the fox and be sexy with it.
And then she would defend herself and be like, actually, the way I choose to like share myself and express myself, I'm not sexualizing the animals. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
We're almost there. I'm almost about to tie these two things, the two characters together.
Okay.
She's definitely trying to be sexy around them. In the ferret room, so I watched a video where she's like coming home after 2 weeks away. And first of all, hell. She opens the door and they all start going,
wait, the girl that killed herself had the ferrets?
No, foxes and ferrets. Yeah.
Oh, I thought the trans girl that bullied her had the ferrets, and this was ferret trans fox versus
Almost
fox
there.
girl. Holy
Almost
shit.
there.
Okay.
So the fox lady comes home. All the foxes and ferrets go fucking crazy. They're screeching. Oh, she goes upstairs, opens a baby gate, and her like main pet fox starts pissing everywhere and then rolling around in it and then jumping in her lap, and she's like hugging and kissing it and shit. Piss everywhere. These are fucked up people, man.
You know, I bet there is also something to the chemicals in the piss messing with her brain, dude.
Toxoplasmosis. It killed that one guy in Trainspotting.
Yeah. I bet she's rolling around in piss, hearing the squeaking, getting bullied, kind of horny for her foxes. It's like a very confusing mental stimulation going on. Yeah. Having justice warrior fights on Reddit, like it's a lot.
This is a perfect cocktail.
I want to kill myself talking about it.
But she had a stripper pole in the room that was to keep the ferrets away from the foxes. She had a stripper pole in there.
She would just dance with foxes around her.
I fucking guess so.
Dude, this lady rocks. I wish she was here still. I wish I would have. I wish I gave her flowers while she was still here.
You guys would have been great friends.
Oh my God. I wouldn't have never gone in her house or eaten any of her food or touched her or hugged her, but imagine the smell of that house.
I can't, dude.
Have you ever walked into someone's house that has like a lot of cat piss?
I grew up with a lot of that, yeah.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
Cat piss is like very specifically a very bad smell. Worse than dog piss. It's different.
I would say any piss that manages to permanently get into a carpet, I think, can get you there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we could break this down. Cat piss versus dog piss. Fresh, it's cat piss is the worst every day. But the second it gets into, you know, like carpet that's so thin that it doesn't even feel like there's fibers in it?
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like a car floor mat?
Yes.
It gets into that, and it never comes out. And the worst part is, instead of like getting it like steam cleaned, because it's in like the padding underneath it and shit, I had poor friends that started sprinkling like vacuuming powder on the floor, and then they would vacuum that.
Yeah.
And so for a little while, you'd just be, because the vacuum's kicking the aroma into the room, so you'd be inhaling carpet piss and like
powder chemicals.
Carpet comet. And of course, everyone was retarded. Of course, everyone I knew growing up was retarded. They were poisoning themselves with cat piss.
Of course, dude. My mom would like bleach the whole, like the entire house and just have us like be in it.
Oh,
it would like my eyes would burn like every Saturday and Sunday. Like our place was really clean. You know, there's something weird too about poor people. They love having pets.
Well, yeah. Because it's something that can depend on you because no other human can.
Yeah, but they can't depend on you. Usually it's not even, they're not even fit for that.
But they also don't have to like go to school or have teachers to like intervene or anything.
Right, but why have anything else to spend $1 or another moment on besides getting out of your situation?
I've been pondering this my entire life. I don't know, Kim. I think they start to think the situation is their life. I don't think they even... Oh,
that's so sad. I don't like that.
They think, well, maybe if I have a nice tax return like 3 years in a row and I don't spend any of it, I can get like a trailer in the Poconos. And then that's when they go, that'll be real life. But until then, I'm going to keep almost getting fired from my job and getting fucked up in a smelly house.
Wow. Life hits you quick when your house is stinky.
Yeah, fuck that.
My mom wouldn't let me spend the night at stinky houses.
Was it because of standards or because she didn't want you to bring the smell home?
Standards, both.
I like that.
Yeah. She was like, no, you're not sleeping there. Bring them over here. We'll bathe them.
Yeah.
My mom was the bather. I mean, she wasn't perfect, but she was the bather. She would
neighborhood
bring
bather?
The neighborhood bather. She'd be like, bring them here. We'll wash them.
She had a kid wash in your house?
Yeah, dude. We had a kid wash.
That's so risky. Working at the kid wash. Explaining things to the authorities.
My mom was always saving children that weren't us.
I was just telling you about this.
Yeah, we were just talking about this.
Psychopathic shit.
Yeah. My mom was always like adopting babies that needed mothers for like months at a time. Like,
dude, my mom took in my rich cousin one time, and it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? She's being a brat. Don't help her.
Yeah.
She's just mad at mommy. We need so much stuff.
We need food, Mom. No.
I told you about the Christmas. We had a classic. I think this is a pretty common experience. Christmas was the only time all year that we got anything that we wanted and some of the things that we needed.
Okay, yeah.
And one Christmas, she was like, I think this year, instead of doing gifts, we should just... Are these all children?
Whoa, see that move?
The wave?
You know, that boy gave us no hands. He was trying to impress us. He hit us with this on the bike.
Yeah, I mean,
Sick.
stand on the seat. Stand on the seat or hang it up. That's where I would be. Way behind everyone.
That's where I would be.
You
This
pointed.
is why
You
we
can't
need a
point.
trail cam.
You can't point.
This is why we need. Did I point?
Yeah, you pointed.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we had a Christmas where she was like, we should just give everything that we were going to give ourselves to like charity. And I was just like, bitch.
Dude, to give away your kids' stuff is
Yeah.
sick. You know, I don't have any sentimentals from my childhood.
Why would you? What are you
She
going to
didn't keep
sentiment
'em.
about?
I did find a baby book one time. This is fucked up. I did find a baby book one time, and I opened it, and I was like, oh, I can like learn about my family and stuff. And I opened it, and the first page was like, Kim Congdon, born September 25th. 2007. And then it's like, hospital. And then it said, mother, Mary Sally. And there's a picture cut out that my mom cut and taped. And it said, father, Jeff. And there was just a half ripped out picture.
Did you rip it or her?
No, she probably did out of my baby book during a fight.
Whenever I find like old like photo books or anything from like my childhood, my sister hates this. She says she says you wish you were never a baby. Whenever I find like old photo books from when I was a kid, I take them to family members' houses and I leave them there without asking.
That's so
I
funny.
don't want them.
That's so funny.
Stop feeling like garbage. Start taking Via and start feeling good. Via is changing the game in natural wellness. They combine high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids so you get real, actual results. Whether you want better sleep, better focus, or just something to stop you from screaming into the void, Via's got you covered. Guys, the stresses of life are crushing me from every angle. I'm being compressed into a flesh cube by the walls around me, and the only thing I'm hanging on by is a trunk full of Via's hemp-derived cannabinoid products in my house. They even let you customize your experience with products ranging from 0 to high cannabinoid levels, so there's something for every mood. If you're 21 and older, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code BUTTERLY, that's butterfly without the F by the way, to receive 15% off free shipping on orders over $100. And if you're new to Via, get a free gift of your choice. After your purchase, they ask you where you heard about them, support the show, and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. Thanks, Via. And now back to the program.
I did get some pretty cool pictures of my dad. Actually, I found a really awesome picture of my older Wigger brother's girlfriend who had huge tits.
Whoa.
And my dad's walking behind them at the theme park, and my dad looks like the coolest guy ever.
That's a sick picture.
That's really good.
That's a good one.
I don't know how to break it to Mary Jo that I saved it.
Not the secret in your marriage. Not the big dark secret in your marriage. I guess if that's all you're doing, that's not that bad. Just saving old tits from a fucking Polaroid.
You know what it was? It's not because I'm saving a picture of tits guy. I was telling a story about the tits that week, and it showed up.
Yeah, you got to keep it then. Yeah,
I said
sure.
I got to save this for the podcast.
Hey, save it for Mary Jo. I don't give a fuck why you got the picture.
No, Kim, you got to believe me.
Yeah, I believe you, my guy.
Are you mad at me?
I leave.
What's going on?
I leave. I
What
call
did I
her.
say?
Hey.
I said it was a
Hey,
joke.
girl, can we talk for a second?
I was just kidding. I
I'm
can't joke
telling
around
on you
now.
to MJ immediately, dude. You're crazy.
Owning one photograph.
Hey, I need you to open a shoebox in your closet. Hey, MJ. I pick up the phone the wrong way.
And she would look at it and she would go, "Whoa!" That's what she would say. She wouldn't even be mad.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah, I don't keep that stuff. I'm on to new shit. I'm on to fox girls killing themselves.
Dude, the fox girl killing herself is...
Veterinarians are like 4 times more likely to kill themselves than regular people.
Yeah, and dentist and post office men.
Yeah, do you think it's all the same thing?
No, I think the vets and dentists, I think it's because they're like constantly inflicting pain. And they just like are around like suffering. And
Yeah,
it
but
never ends.
dentists aren't like putting you down. Dentists aren't euthanizing
People
anyone.
are terrified of the dentist. So people come in so scared of you, and it's just over and over again. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let's ask ChatGPT why dentists kill themselves.
Well, I can tell you this here. I don't know if this helps you or doesn't help, but I was reading an article about it, and female veterinarians are like, I think female veterinarians are like 4 or 5 times more likely to kill themselves than the normal person. Male veterinarians only twice.
Well, yeah, we have more empathy. So
I know. Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, if you're gonna
that's why the fox girl did it. She was kind
yeah,
of saving
she had
foxes.
to euthanize foxes too.
Yeah.
And
It was all too much.
I think people that this is like
First of all, if you're getting bullied by a trans girl, you got to kill yourself. It's like the most bullyable person ever. Bully her back, call her a man.
It's really crazy.
Easy.
It's
one
all,
word,
it's
dude.
one word.
It's one
It's not
word.
popular, but it's in effect. It's a critical
Right
hit.
back, you're a dude.
It's a critical hit every
it's a
single
critical
time.
hit. You could pick anyone, and I could think of one word to get him. I'll tell you that much.
This is another thing I was trying to explain to Fritz recently because he was getting trash talked in Fortnite.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain that like sometimes you have to say mean stuff to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hands. Sometimes it's mean stuff, and you can't even fathom saying mean stuff.
Because he's so innocent.
He's so, and I'm like, I had to stop myself.
Excuse me.
You're not very nice.
You're not my. I can't, Dad.
I'm just not going to say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I just don't want to play anymore.
But when Lucy was his age, she was not Fritz, and when she was getting into little like spats at school, she would come home and she would tell me all the comebacks that she thought of afterwards, and they were all bad because every time you go, you know what I should have said, never good.
Yeah.
So she was hit me with her should have saids, and I would go, okay, I see the premise. It's just
You
a
guys
little
would break it
long,
down.
yeah. And we went back and forth, and I thought about this for a couple of of these conversations, and one of them came around. And she said, so-and-so was making fun of me at school today, and I think tomorrow I'm going to say, oh, yeah, well, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, look, if a boy makes fun of you, call him gay. If a girl makes fun of you, call her fat. And that's basically it. And she was, like, trying to overcomplicate it. And I was just like, I'm sorry. These are the weapons you have available. I opened up the trunk, and I said,
Just 2 knives.
my father passed these down to me, and I'm
gay and
passing
fat.
these down.
2 knives that say gay and fat in the handle. A tear rolls down your cheek. You're like, Lucy, I think you're ready for this.
I break a concrete slab in my basement to drag
The box
it out.
has a light in it somehow when you open it. I don't know how the light is operated for this many generations, but it's also warm and new.
It's the only thing our family has successfully passed down.
How'd you guys get an Edison light to not break for generations upon generations? But that is true. I was nice. I've always been this. I actually heard this. Where did I hear the fucking quote? I don't remember what movie I was watching, but there was a quote like, I've never, something like, I've never gone after someone who didn't try to hurt me first. Never in my life.
Sure.
I've never been the first bully,
Right.
the bully that's just picking on the weaker person.
You're the honorable swordsman.
I bully back.
Right. Dignity, honor.
Dignity, honor. And I've said some horrible things.
I mean, you cut deep, it's over.
And it is.
You're almost, you know what you're doing? You're minimizing their suffering
Yeah.
by being so severe.
Yeah. No, I
Otherwise,
could drag this on for
you
years.
could passive aggressively tear someone down until they kill themselves over their fox rescue.
Or you could be like, bitch,
You're
get
a
out.
guy.
You're gay and you're fat. And then walk away. The simplest things are the best.
There's a reason they've stuck around.
Yeah. There was one time a girl was bullying me in the comedy industry. You know who she is. We talked about her recently.
Okay.
She was doing it behind my back, but I would go she worked at a comedy club, and I would go to the club and they'd be like, she tried to get you banned, and that's why we fired her. Like a bunch of different shit happened where I was like, she's always nice to me, and that's what tripped me out. Because I'm like, don't do that. I also don't mind if you don't like me. I'm not the kind of person that someone's like, I don't really like him. You know what? There's someone that I'm friends with right now that 2 months ago, another person said, oh yeah, that person said they just really don't like your vibe. And I literally won them over, and we're very close friends now. I don't care.
Wait, was it me?
No.
Oh.
Do you hate my vibe?
I mean, not currently.
Yeah, no.
I've gotten used to it, for sure.
But yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. But if you're mean to me, I'm mean back. As fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not-
fair, and it's how the world has to keep on spinning.
Fuck. So I have to ingrain this in him.
Yeah, but not too hard.
I know.
There's a line, dude.
I was trying to maybe go some like alt routes where it's like, okay, you're getting punished in Fortnite. They're starting to say aggressive stuff. Maybe you're at the playground. Maybe you're at the arcade. They're saying aggressive stuff.
You know what's a good way to go with Fritz? Fritz needs spiritual bullying. So where he goes, like someone bullies him and he just goes, dude, why do you hate yourself so much?
I swear to God. I said just talk about them. Say anything about what they do.
Yeah.
And
oh,
turn
God,
it into
you
a
must
negative.
be sad. Wow, that's pathetic.
Yeah, imagine being you.
Imagine
like,
being you.
You can get away with that for a little while.
When I'm
without
on
getting too
Fortnite, I'm
specific.
like, hey, what's your address? I'm going to fuck your dad and take him from your mom, you little piece of shit. It's me talking to Fritz. It's so mean. I'm bullying Fritz by accident.
Kill your dad.
I'm going to kill your whole family. I don't even know it's Fritz.
He's a squeaker. He's a true
What does that
squeaker.
mean?
It's like you're a little kid that's annoying on voice chat.
Oh, you know, he should play with my nephew. They're the same age. And my nephew's really sweet and gets bullied too.
Oh, thank God. I mean, not thank God, but like, yeah, perfect.
No, my nephew's really sweet. You'll always hear my nephew going, guys, wait for me. Hold on.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
guys wait?
Wait!
Yeah.
You're not giving me a chance!
Yeah, wait, I can shoot them. And then it's like someone goes like, shut up, faggot. And my little nephew looks at me and I go, just ignore them. Just ignore them. They're mean.
You know what? I did give him one specific one. I said, oh, yeah, tell him, he's talking to kids his age, so I'm also trying to keep that in mind. If he was talking to like older kids, I would say, please, here's some slurs. I'm not going to, here's a slurs card. But he's playing with other kids his age, so I'm like, if you're getting like really destroyed by a kid and he's really good at the game, just say he's only good at the game because he has no friends. He doesn't do anything else. He just plays the game. He's a loser. And I could see the gears start to turn.
He gets it. He's smart.
Yeah.
He's a smart kid.
Yeah. He rocks.
He does rock. All your kids rock.
More on this as it develops. As I figure this out, I promise I'll share the method with you guys. So you don't have to
I need to
work
hear
through
his
it.
best ones. He's
still
I
heating
love
up.
it.
Nothing but kindness in his heart makes me sick. It's like pure glucose, man.
Grow up, dude. Be mean.
Brother, it's dark out there, okay?
Always.
You need to keep your eyes
But
open.
when you look at him, he's just, always call him this. Every time I see him, I'm like, he's so baby.
He is.
He's just a little stumbly, sweet, like.
I can't believe it.
He's sweet as honey. He's the sweetest boy in the world.
I mean, never kill yourself. There's seriously, like, you could do it with nothing,
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot
do I have
about
this call
relationships and
now?
stuff lately.
Can we pause for 1 second?
Yeah, I need a drink.
Hey. Doing a podcast with Tim. Yeah, I'll call you back. We have the meeting in an hour, right? Okay, bye. I will. Sarah says hi.
Whoa.
Okay, bye. What Instagram picture? Dude, I've been being horrible to my family.
Why?
I've been ignoring everyone. It feels good. Is that mean?
Is it safe to talk about?
Yeah, I
Or is this
guess.
off the air?
They don't watch my shit.
You're being mean to your family. You're terrorizing your family.
I'm not terrorizing them. I'm just not responding for the first time in my life. Like, I'm usually very active, text back immediately, and I'm kind of just not.
Letting them hang?
Yeah.
How are they reacting?
It's kind of sad. My sister, who's usually mean to me, is texting me, and she's like, you look so pretty on Instagram. There's like 20 texts unread above it.
Ooh.
And, yeah. And my mom texted me yesterday, like, hey, do you think you'd have time to talk this week? Which has never been even the way she texted me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So Kim's starting to set some boundaries.
Boundaries are being set, dude. For sure. My mom is banned from FaceTiming me.
What?
She's not allowed to
Was it
FaceTime.
every day?
No, it wasn't every day, but she'd FaceTime me. I'd answer like in my home, like, like in my pajamas, and then she'd turn it to a fan. And she'd be like, yeah, this is my daughter, it's Kim. And then they'd be like, Kim Congdon. And I'd be like in bed. And I'd be like, you can't do that. And she did it like 5 times, so she's not allowed to FaceTime me anymore.
But she's so proud.
Yeah, but I told her, I'm like, text me and say, hey, I want someone to say hi, and I'll tell you if I'm decent.
My dad goes to Phillies games, and he always mentions what I do. And he gets like a fair amount of people going like, oh, yeah, heard him.
Yeah.
And he comes back and he tells me, he's like, bud, they knew who you were.
No, that'd be great. My mom FaceTimes me like I'm in the shower. I answer because it's my mom, and it's just some dude being like, "Hey, hell yeah, dude, Kim in a tube top or whatever." Like, I'm trusting that it's you when I
He's taking
answer.
pictures of the phone.
Yeah, there's like screenshots going crazy. Like it's nuts, dude. And I told her, I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like talking. I don't like when I answer the phone and she hands me to a family member. And I'm like, I'll call them.
Right. I don't like being handed a phone when someone's on the conversation either.
No.
There's only one way to use a telephone. So let's stick to it, guys.
One person calls the other.
How much longer can civilization last? Can we seriously just run out the clock by not fucking with phones?
Let it go, everyone.
Let's please
let it go.
get it together in the home stretch here. We're almost there. The skies are going to open. We're all going to be lifted up or crushed down. And until then, can we seriously just you call each other for 30 seconds, you get exactly what you need, and then it's over, and then you just send each other memes.
That's how I feel.
It's the only thing we need to do.
I don't even like to text plans.
I noticed. It's very tough to pin down a date and time.
Yeah, sorry.
You get really squirrely. Even when you're fully committed to doing something. It's just like making a decision about when
I have a weird thing with that.
to do something. I picked up on that, and guess what? I have probably a pretty similar issue, and we kind of just it was like same polarization magnets just pushing away from each other.
Yeah. Well, I think my thing is I'm very ADD, and I'm so ADD I haven't made my new appointment for my Adderall in 3 weeks just because I keep forgetting to make the appointment. And when it comes to scheduling things, I know that I constantly book things at the same time because I can't keep track. So then I get nervous, like, oh, I'll just let you know. Because then I'm like, when it gets closer to it, I'll remember. Yeah, I need a wife. I need a wife or an assistant. I might get an assistant. It might be time.
Same thing.
All right, I'll get a wife.
I'm kidding. I don't think that about women.
Hey, girl.
No.
Mary Jo. Can we talk?
We're equal partners
Look, a bunny.
in everything we do.
Look on the sidewalk. There's a bunny. In between.
Oh.
See it?
Yeah.
It's very cute.
You need the trail cam.
We need the fucking trail cam. I bet that bunny's not going to trip, dude. The nature out here is crazy.
I know. I'm so in love with the birds.
Yeah,
Pause.
I know. Same. I wanted to train crows at one point. Did I tell you this?
Like just at your house, or you wanted to go to
When
a
I was-
sanctuary?
when
You
I
wanted
was
to start
in
a
LA.
rescue?
No,
'Cause
no,
I
no.
will make you kill yourself.
No. There's no. I'm not suicidal enough to save animals.
This is my aviary. This is my stripper pole.
Dude, if you're saving animals, you're trying to save yourself.
True.
Whoa. That's what poor people are doing. It goes all back to it.
Yeah, yourself is the hardest person in the entire world to
You're
help.
trying to avoid saving yourself.
Yeah,
Because
so pick someone with what you think is a more manageable problem, commit to helping them, fail them, by the way, say at least I tried, and then go back to just being
and then
nothing.
kill yourself. Dude, so dark. Nobody kill yourselves if you're listening to this and you're sad.
No, never kill yourself.
Never
There's
do it, dude.
So much cool
Actually-
shit. Death Stranding 2 just came out. Please
Actually,
don't.
shit in death's face by not killing yourself.
Yeah, dude.
Literally, do you know how many times I've just wanted to launch into the fucking ether? You have to fucking actually go like, no, fuck you, dude.
It's all
I'm gonna
consuming.
actually suffer. I'm gonna suffer in your fucking face.
Yeah. Pile it on, man.
Pile
I'm
it on.
fine.
Bring it on.
Give me something else to ignore while I
Oh
play
yeah,
yet
once I
another
can't
Hideo
carry it on
Kojima
my
masterpiece.
back, I'll dig a hole and crawl through the mud.
Damn, so you wanted to help crows?
Yes.
You wanted to help death incarnate.
Yeah, dude. When I was living in LA, I didn't want to help crows. I didn't want to save crows. I wanted to collaborate with crows. It's a much different thing. It's actually less depressive than you think. It's actually a full-on creative collaboration is what I was looking for. Crows are really intelligent. Like,
I've read.
Super, super fucking intelligent. And you can train them to, you give them things and they bring you back stuff. And they also can like pick out, they know the difference between things. You can train them. So I was going to train them to pickpocket people. If anyone's counting cash, just to snatch the cash and dip. Only hundreds, because if you got a lot of and only piles of hundreds, so it's only robbing rich people. I want to be the crow Robin Hood. And then
you'd be an incredible secondary character in an animated film about animals.
yes. So then I want to train him to do that. And I also, this is a crazy one, I want to sew my own crow suit. And it's got Hear me out.
I'm dying.
This is like 10 years into training, by the way. This is when I'm a black belt crow master. And when
You've earned it.
Yeah, when I've earned it. When I've put my 10,000 crow hours in. And I want them to trust me fully. Like, they fucking know who I... They also remember you for life. If you kill a crow, they'll follow you
it's
for
on site.
Dude, it's on site forever.
And future generations know about you.
They are, like, deeply spiritual, fucking connected animals. So then I want to make a crow suit. It's like a regular suit, but it's got these strings on them with, like, these little things they can hold on to. And I want... I want to train... How many crows do you think it would take to pick me up? In a murder. Be careful with your answer now.
Probably not even that many.
Maybe 200, 200 or 300.
I would like. This is a good place to start. You'll know how far off you are very quickly if you try 200.
Yeah, you're right. If I lift at all, I want to get the appropriate amount
if
of
your heels
crow.
come up, you're on the right track.
And I want to train them to go grab my suit. They latch on and they hover me to my spots at the mothership.
You know, I watched a cartoon character do this on Hey Arnold.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think it was pigeons.
Yeah, I want that. I want that with crows.
And he actually had a suit, and they had these like pull string hooks that they could hook onto,
Are
and
you
they
dead
lifted him off the roof.
serious?
I think it was Hey Arnold.
Yeah,
I also
that's what
think I
want.
might have invented this memory because someone was talking about a bird guy of like, was it Alcatraz or something? And I said, oh, is that the guy that had all the pigeons carry him out of Alcatraz? And apparently that never is even close to have happened anywhere.
It's a fantasy, man.
But I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I saw this happen, at least fictionally.
How
But
truly sick would it be if I could train crows to carry me around town?
if you're getting around by crow,
And yeah, you hear me?
all the flaps in the distance.
They know not to shit on me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could
That's
train.
unavoidable.
No, you could train them.
You're gonna get some shit.
All right, I have a shit umbrella.
But people deal with
I have
it.
a shit umbrella above my
You
head.
have a canopy under the crows.
Yeah,
That's gonna be covered in shit, and you're gonna have to shake it out.
it's fine. Waterproof.
It rolls off.
Rinse out.
Damn, well, I think I've always wanted to do 2 tortoises under my feet.
Oh, that's nice.
Not going very fast, but making a pretty
You'd have to get
powerful
Velcro straps.
impact. No, I'd balance myself. You'd be surprised. You'd be impressed by how well I was able to balance on
My
them.
concern isn't your balance. My concern is the direction the turtles are moving. You have to keep some control. You have to be able to slightly shift them.
I could.
Do you trust that the turtles are walking parallel constantly, or
watched
you're
it-
not going to be in a full split on 2 turtles?
Maybe it's just slow motion
Yeah,
roller
yeah.
skate falling. Oh no!
They start going this way. This is harder than I thought.
I saw a ballerina walk across 4 bottles on her big toe, one at a time, and pause. And I thought, okay, you can learn to do anything.
You could walk a turtle. Maybe a tortoise.
2 tortoise.
Yeah. Those things get big.
That'd be nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think 2 tortoises, maybe 100 tortoises with like a platform on them? I don't know.
It'd be sick to build some trust with an anaconda. And you lay on its back and it slithers you around like you have like a Dune style.
Whoa.
Imagine me pulling up on anaconda to my spots.
Dude, if you got the anaconda, wear a little hat.
I pull up to the mothership and it like looks over at the pizza and I smack it in the nose. It's like, "Arr!" Like it's like a fucking scared dog of me. It slithers back home and I go, I'll call you when I'm ready. It's like my pedicab.
What's really great is that in your mind, you're imagining like your legs are around it like you're on a horse.
Yes.
And you're holding on. Meanwhile, in reality, you'd have to like kind of lay flat,
Belly
flat and
on
keep
it.
your knees up off the. It would look like you were riding on a a skateboard on your tummy.
Yeah. It'd look way gayer than I'm thinking. What would be I guess they figured it out with horse. I think I'm thinking of a problem
You
that's
got it
been,
right on the first try.
Yeah,
wow.
turns out horse is pulling up on horse anywhere rocks.
No, emu or ostrich, I think. Which one? I can't remember which one it is, but they ride one of those. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
I think emus. I
You
think
don't really
can
control
ride an
those.
emu
You kind of
sounds-
hop on and it takes off and everyone's impressed. I don't think you really pick a destination with them.
No, you go where the emu wants to go.
Yeah.
Those are uncontrollable.
You hang on for dear life.
It's like getting on a crackhead's back. It's like you're going wherever the wind takes you at that point. Whoa, look, Tim, above us. Right here.
Whoa, he's right there.
He's right there, red cardinal. They say that red cardinals are dead people that loved you.
Well, I don't know anyone dead that's ever loved me, so this must be yours.
You know what? It was my best friend's birthday who died yesterday. I just remembered that. The guy I have this tattoo for.
Whoa.
Yeah. So sick.
There's always some kind of nature miracle on this, and that was this week's. This
Wow.
week's nature miracle brought to you by
Brandon Lauder, my friend who died. He's dead. He's really dead.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. He died really hard.
Did you say hard?
Yeah, he died as fuck. He died like hell, dude. He's dead, dude.
He's not.
He died in 2016, which is really crazy that when someone you care about is gone for like over a decade, almost a decade. What
Yeah, you
year
think
is
about
it?
if you saw them now, you'd have to catch them up on so much.
You what?
If you saw them now, you'd have to catch them up on so much.
Oh my God, dude. He wouldn't even, like the things he doesn't even know about. He doesn't know about TikTok. That's so crazy.
I
He doesn't know that Trump's president. That Trump was president ever.
He never got to play Death Stranding.
Yeah. All the fun things.
Ironically, yeah.
He didn't even know that the fox girl killed herself. He
Yeah,
would have loved
He didn't know
that.
she was saving foxes.
He would have loved the death fox
Was
story.
2016? Was that pre-OnlyFans?
He didn't get
He'd
OnlyFans.
have to be brought up to speed on every woman in the entire world being a potential whore.
Yeah, he would have loved that. He would have loved that, truly. That would have been his shit, dog. He would have loved OnlyFans. That's my guy.
Do you ever sit by his gravesite and show him nudes?
I should. That's actually mean that I haven't. I should visit his gravesite and show him some OnlyFans
Show him
pages.
some OnlyFans. You establish a foundation to get him subscriptions.
So crazy. You know, the night he died, I dreamt about it.
Him dying?
Yeah. Not him specifically, but the night he died, I was like dating this guy. This is how I know it's true, and it really happened because another person was there. Otherwise, I would convince myself it was all a dream. But the night he died, I had my first night terror where I woke up in the middle of the night, and I had a dream that I was laying in bed in my room. This is funny. At this point, I was a comedian, and I lived in a living room, but I had like a whole bedroom set up in a living room. So the dream was there. I was in my living room, sitting in my bed. It's pitch black, but the TV's doing that thing in movies where it's like the lights flashing, like you know there's something on, but it's like just white and it's kind of moving, and I'm almost watching myself from above sit in my bed. And I'm sitting there and it's on, and then my front door opens and I look, and someone with a hoodie, which is exactly what he would wear, is like a hoodie over his head, comes in, and I can't see their face. It's like completely black. But I'm not scared. And that's how I knew it was a friend, because I immediately had a feeling that it was a friend I was very comfortable with, even though I couldn't see their face, and they just walked in my room in the middle of the night, and they came in, crawled over me, sat next to me, and we were both sitting up in bed like this, and the TV's just flashing, and I'm watching TV, and right when I get the thought, like, oh, I wonder why he's here, I hear what sounds like I see the person next to me pull out a silencer, put it to the front of their forehead, pull it, and it goes ding, like makes a ding sound, and then there's like a on the bed next to me, and then just blood starts dripping, and right when it hits my top thigh and touches me, I like take a deep breath in my dream, and I go, why would you do that? And then that person, all I heard a voice was say, I'm sorry, I'm dying. And then I woke up in a panic from the night terror, started screaming and crying, and I got the call an hour later.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I kind of wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah.
Let me catch up. Holy smokes.
True story, I swear to God. And the only reason I even believe it myself is because I woke up, and before I even got the call, I told the guy next to me about my dream. I said I had a dream that someone I knew came into my bed and killed themselves next to me. And he didn't kill himself. He died in a car accident. But
Oh, so you're way off.
yeah, but it's like a
It's
weird...
probably meaningless.
Yeah, this means nothing. But like, yeah, the whole thing was very weird. And
It probably would have taken a lot. Here's my explanation for why it wasn't precisely how he died. It probably would have taken a lot more time to set the dream up for a car to hit him. It would have. There's so much backstory would have had, like why I'm on a road. You know, I'm in my apartment. I can at least start piecing things together. I'm on a road. Now you're looking around for everything. You're gonna get distracted. Probably just cut all that out. Walk in and shoot.
Let's do a
yourself in the head.
silencer, which is, and you know, it's crazy. Is 2 days ago I saw a meme. And it was like a meme of some dude like holding up an oil thing, and his whole face is covered. And dude, let me show you. I'll send it to you. It looks just like my friend. And that was 2 days ago. I'll show you. It was just like a stupid meme of a guy holding up like the air filter, and it's covering like most of his face. Like he wants you to change it at the shop, and it goes, "Man, just change my oil." That's
Okay, yeah. I've actually just seen that meme this week.
Really? That guy looks like my dead friend, and I saw it the day before his birthday. This is the guy. This is the guy in the meme. This is his face cut off, and this is my friend Brandon.
Yeah, pretty similar. I can submit these for the jury to see if this is also spooky.
Yeah, spooky.
Spookier that I really just scrolled past that.
Yeah. So spooky.
Whoa.
And then one day, it took me a long time. I did this really weird thing when he died where for 2 years I convinced myself we were never close friends when we were literally like as close as me and you are.
Oh my God, if I died and you said we were never friends.
It was really
you might
fucked.
as well be the trans furry. You might as well have killed me.
Yeah, no, it was really weird. It was a really weird denial thing I went through where I was like, well, we weren't even close. He didn't even really like me like that. Like, we weren't good friends. And it took my friend Cannon, like 2 years later, he like pulled up this text from Brandon. And it was like, you and Kim are the best friends I have in this world. And it literally was the thing that like, that was the first time I cried about him dying.
The whole thing hits you at once. And then plus interest from 2 years of putting it off.
Yeah. Plus interest. And that was really crazy. And then around that time, I was working at the Griddle restaurant, and I had gotten really sad about him, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, like how bad I felt for not even thinking about him for years. And I left on my lunch break to go cry at home. And I only had 30 minutes, and my boss called me. She's like, you need to come back. I'm like, I'm on lunch. She's like, you took someone's credit card. And it was in my little thing, and the guy's name was Brandon. Is that fucking crazy?
You just start stealing from people named Brandon from now on.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm grieving a friend.
I'm sorry, dude.
I must have felt that was the name on it.
I love an American Express with my dead friend's name on it. I become super Puerto Rican about it.
Mental value.
Yeah, real crazy shit.
Whoa, I got serious chills listening to that.
Yeah.
If I ever do anything in a dream, I think I need you to call me right away. So I can
check
avoid
on
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So weird.
Absolutely brutal stuff.
I also have reoccurring dreams every night. I go to the same place every single night.
Is it cool?
Sometimes. It's different. It's like
the
life.
The place is different, or?
No, the situations are always different. It's always the same setting, the same place. And sometimes it's cool and sometimes it's stressful.
How often are you having the dream?
Every night.
Whoa.
Every
right now,
night
currently?
Every night for probably the last 7 or 8 years. Every night I go to the same place. And I start drifting off in the same... As soon as I drift off, I wake up there. Every single time.
So tell me about the place.
Okay, I wake up in this place. I start drifting off. First, when I'm drifting off, there's a surfboard being waxed, and that's what I hear. And then I smell it. And then I wake up, and I'm on this beach, and I have the surfboard under my arms, and I'm walking out of a condo. There's a pool on the left, and I walk to this like gorgeous beach, and I always go and try and catch waves, and I can never get any there. And then that's where the dream starts, and then there's this whole other world. There's like a condo sometimes that I live in, and sometimes it's haunted and sometimes it's not. It's like the scariest part of my dream is the condo. And then there's a water park that's like pretty sick. It's like a kid's water park, but I always end up playing in it. And then I always end up going on a slide that's way too big. Like I get to the top and it's just like a straight drop and I have to commit. And then when I do it, it like cuts off. And
it's obviously represents the perils of overcommitting to chasing the joys you were deprived as a child. Duh.
Whoa. And then the craziest part is I always enjoy myself. I love swimming. Every time I'm swimming, even if there's sharks or alligators, it's never scary. It's always enjoyable. But I'm always ready to go, and I get to this airport that's built like almost like a cage. It's fucking crazy. You have to walk through these cages, and it's chaotic, and people can't find your ticket, and like I'm always losing. Red Band sometimes pops up and goes like, you can't go. You cannot go. And then I force myself to get onto this plane that's more like a rocket. And when I'm on it, I'm like, I shouldn't have done this. this is a mistake. This doesn't seem safe at all. Like, I'm blasting into outer space. I have this thought. And then we blast into outer space, and it always breaks midair and then, like, parachutes me down to the beach, and I'm stuck there again. And that's my dream every night.
Wow, I wish this was a video game I could play.
I can never escape it. I can never leave.
I don't think I've ever made a decision in a dream.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm always presented with, like, external circumstances, and I just go, okay. All right, I guess that's the fucking dream now.
Really?
Yeah.
In that town,
I've given up in dreams.
in that town, I used to have a reoccurring one that I was in that town, and there was a tsunami coming from the beach, and everyone would lock me out because they'd be like trying to save themselves, and I'd be pulling on doors, and they'd be like, sorry, and I'd be running to different places being like, let me in.
Whoa, it's because you've obviously probably spent more of yourself than the average person on depending only on yourself, and have been disappointed by so many people.
Wow. I need this. Where's that cardinal?
I mean, it's got to be that, or it's just nonsense.
It's got to be that. It's got to be that.
Maybe it is nonsense, but maybe, you know, you do little plays in your brain when you're sleeping to sort of contextualize, you know, all this stuff that's really tough to come to grips with in the real world.
Dude, and you know what else I do that I just realized? This
Please.
is fucking nuts. Constantly saving animals and babies in my dream.
Oh my God, it's because you're a furry and you're going to kill yourself.
Hell yeah, dude. Kill myself. I'm just chanting it on the trail. Kill myself. Suicide. People are going on healthy runs.
Yeah, so you have the same switch flipped. Your podcast is with me. Don't smile at him.
They missed it. We needed the trail cam for that. A guy with abs just waved at me. Got a blast. I run. I start joining him. I go, I love running.
4:30's here.
I start running next to him. I go, I love jogging at this time of day. He's like, you were just doing a podcast.
I'm
hitting my vape. Oh my God, it's Ari Maddie. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit. What are the fucking chances that right in this moment, this Estonian god, you look hot. Oh my God, come through. We're potting. It's Ari Maddie, everyone. Welcome to Texas, dude. Yeah.
Get lower. You're going to have to take a knee so they can see you.
Yeah, dude. Dude, we're chilling.
It's a podcast. What's up, man? Tim Butterly. Nice to meet you.
Do you guys know each other?
We met one time. Oh, thanks, man. You too.
It's the Tim Butterly Show.
No,
Sit down. Come sit. Oh my God, dude. We're really just watching people on the trail.
This is a great spot to pause.
Oh, we've been cracking up. Oh my God, we watched a lady trip in front of us. It was. I told Tim he needs to set up a trail cam while we're talking about everyone, so we could see. Yeah, seeing you fucking break. That was. You were flying down this thing.
I have a crazy bike.
Whoa, you do this every day?
Yeah. Do the lap.
Really? I walk this trail. I can't believe I haven't seen you, but I do that side.
You dropped your vape.
Oh, thank you.
Vape Nation.
Dude, this is so fun.
Ari Mahdi, welcome to the podcast. Guys, Ari Mahdi, everybody.
So you just riff here?
Yeah, we're just riffing, dude. We're just talking and hanging out.
I just started doing my regular podcast outside because it looked nicer.
Yeah, it's way better, yeah.
And people go,
this is a great
wow.
spot to record outside also.
This is
Great
Kim's
spot.
idea.
This is a great spot. This is where me and my ex used to come to fight.
Argue
Yeah.
with the bats.
So I'm trying to change it.
Have you done the bat watching thing? I don't get it.
Yeah. I
don't
caught it
get
by accident.
I don't get it.
It's
Really?
fine.
Where'd you watch it from, though?
It's like here, right?
Like on the ground or up on the bridge?
Did
What's
you watch
the
it from the
difference?
bridge or from the water?
When do I see them?
Oh,
I just hear
at
them.
sunset. Like it's like around 9 p.m. now.
You
And then
haven't
they,
seen
like,
them.
come-
Seeing them's an experience.
Oh, because they come.
You go to the bridge and you pick one side, not the middle, one of the ends, and like thousands of them will fly out from under you.
You start hearing them chirping
Oh,
and
I
you hear
hear
some
that. That's
rustling.
all I
Then you
do.
gotta wait
Every
about
time I've
10
sat
minutes.
down, I just sit down and I just watch a
That
bridge.
goes on for a while, and then they all start flying out, and then they start doing big loops, and now you're
Kinda
watching.
It's kind of like hanging out with a bunch of women. You got to hang out and listen to a bunch of chirping for a while.
By the way, there was I went to a cafe today. Nothing louder than two white women.
Oh.
It's like a Boeing 747 is landing in the cafe. That one time I didn't take my headphones. Empty cafe. I'm like, oh, this is lovely. And then I hear from afar.
No, I can't.
And they haven't seen each other, so you're both talking same time into the middle. Nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening.
Just me.
Yeah. But you can hear some crazy shit.
And they were plotting. You know what I love is when two women are talking, and they're talking about one's relationship, and I just love thinking there's a fool somewhere at work having no idea,
Waiting for
that
her to text
there's
him
a
back.
Scheme.
Oh yeah,
There's a
they're building
plan.
the ultimate weapon to bring home and destroy him.
This retard comes home, no plan.
No. Yeah,
The
dude.
women only seem louder, by the way, because the white women are actually close to each other. Black guys are doing the same volume from across the street to each other. They're
Oh, yeah.
They go,
that's
okay, all right, tell Reg I said what's up. Like they're doing the same volume, just a little bit of distance,
which
so
is actually
it
more
spreads.
honorable. It's like that makes more sense if you're yelling across the street than if you're in each other's
If you're in each other's face and
screaming.
you're just squealing back and forth, like you're on a fox rescue.
Also, hey, black guys,
Oh no! Cut.
we can hear you.
Black guys and white women.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We can hear you.
So you guys just pod in nature?
I will say this: black women, not very loud.
Not when
well,
they get angry,
Kim,
but
I mean, what are you talking about?
I guess I'm thinking of different classes of people. But
Sure, we all are. But
No. If we're thinking of high class people, black men can still be pretty loud. White women can be very loud, but black women, rich black women, are not very loud.
Sure.
I think rich people are quiet.
Rich people are quiet. Have you ever
Yeah.
heard their laughs? Ha 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 ha.
Rich guys are loud. Rich white guys are loud because they finally, I'm in charge. But
When have they not been in charge?
they themselves. I'm not saying
Oh.
white men in general. I'm saying
that one.
a white guy gets his juice going. Now it's like, hey, everybody, I did it. Everyone else is just like, I'm gonna be quiet and hope no one notices that I'm,
He mastered being a master.
Yeah, I just met a millionaire, and he was the loudest, most bubbly guy ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at this guy.
Dude,
Loaded.
that's a billionaire's run.
Loaded.
That guy has a house on Lake Austin. Look at this
I see-
woman
I see a-
meditating. She looks so peaceful.
Guys run the full lap here all the time, still fat as fuck. What are you
Running
eating?
doesn't do
How-
anything.
How do you
There's
how do
fat
you keep a
runners everywhere.
caloric surplus?
Brother?
It's always confusing.
Well, they
know
were
what I've
probably
been-
also doing fat guy run, where it's like they're, not really putting
That's
in.
a nice bike. You see that
They're
bike?
sort of just falling forward.
The guy's doing Birkenstocks on a bike.
These
Dude,
birds
what
are gonna get
confuses
us.
me is when I see people and they have like crazy an inked out black eye and tattoos on their shit, and you look at them and they go like, "What?" It's like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah.
What the fuck do you
You
mean?
have a neck
what?
tattoo that says "fuck kids."
Fuck my throat. I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to read it. Your neck says "fuck my throat." That's what.
These are just a natural extension of me,
Yeah, it's like leave me alone.
different
like
than your
you
hair.
Don't want to be left alone. You want to be deeply stared at, and I'm
Yeah.
staring at you. And then suddenly they're offended.
Yeah,
It'd be
well-
different if you were just walking around normal skinned.
Well, either way, you're playing into their dance. That's what they want. They want the back and forth.
They want the back and forth. They want the goth fight in the
They
sidewalk.
go, wow, you probably look at me and think there's no way he fits into society. Well, guess what? I don't. I kind of suck to be around, too.
I'm different,
Yeah.
like all my other friends.
I think you guys are all weird.
Yeah, dude. You ever walk? You ever? Sometimes This is a really sick thought. Sometimes I'm doing a show, and then it'll be like 300 people there, and I'll go, dude, there's definitely child molesters in here.
100%.
Do you ever think that?
I guess so.
I've thought that, and I've said it before, and it made the room really weird. I go, statistically, there's like 5 of you in here.
Yeah, I've
Raise
done
your
the line.
hand.
When it's a lot of men, I always go like 75% rapist.
Yeah, and
Not-
that's a nice
It's
number.
most of them.
Remember that hashtag not all men,
Oh my
Well,
god.
but most.
Almost.
Yeah, they should almost change
Almost.
every hashtag we've ever made. It's just like there would be less fights about the words we're using if you were like hashtag most men.
I mean,
Hashtag a lot
That's
of
why
men.
it's creepy. Like,
some of them,
you know, oh, look at this guy. You're so happy, dog.
Why are you so happy? You're looking for the
Liver
Liver King. Is he over there?
Is, yeah.
Wait, what's he doing over
I've
there?
been watching all his videos.
He's. Oh my
I've been
god.
watching all his videos. He's on the balcony of a Four Seasons, and he's got he eats from a dog food bowl. You know that?
Yeah.
I just found out because I'm watching all. He posts every video for the past 3 days, every 10 minutes, like a
Oh
full
yeah,
video.
he's going full manic.
And he-
Jamie. That was Jamie.
Also with a truck.
That was Rogan's
That's
Jamie.
Same bike as I.
That's so
How did he
funny.
get
Let
the
me
money?
call him. See if he answers.
Don't bother him. He's on a bike ride.
No, I wanna
We already
see him.
bothered Ari.
That's so funny, dude.
No, Jamie wants to be bothered. He
Yeah,
literally
Jamie
has
wants-
nobody.
Jamie's so alone.
Can
A
you
man
DM
with
the
a
Liver
pet.
King real quick and ask him to come down?
Let's call Jamie and the Liver King. And you know what? Let's get Rogan down here and just finish this off. Like,
But it's crazy that he got out. He just got out.
I
He
didn't
has that
know he
ankle
did.
monitor.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, and he can't be
Are
outside
you on a
after 9
bike?
p.m.
You just passed us. We're doing a podcast. Turn around and come back 25 seconds. Come say hi.
Oh yeah,
Turn
he'll
around
swap me out.
and bike back 25 seconds. You'll see us on your right doing a podcast. I screamed at you.
If only Liver King knew
Bye.
how close he is.
Now when Jamie gets here,
now
we'll
he
call
only
Liver
knew.
King.
Dude, imagine his family
What are the
would think
chances
he's
the
having
guy
another
walks by and
episode
goes,
if he
Liver
would
King,
say.
he's looking for Joe Rogan, and the next person is Jamie.
Yeah,
Is this not
A
insane?
lot of weird coincidences today.
Yeah.
but he's making like active fires on his balcony. He's like doing little dances and rituals, and he's losing his mind.
Yeah, it's going to be
But
fun for the cops to take down.
Oh,
I mean,
God, he's so
they released
stinky.
him already, so I don't know. But
He's
got-
actually so stinky. Have you
Of course
se-
he is.
Were you there when he came to the mothership?
He came to the mother. Of course
He
he did.
stunk
no.
out Mitzi's. Like, when
It's
I was
disgusting.
outside by Taco Way, I was like, something's off. And you know what?
Liver
It's bad
King
when you're on 6th Street.
And all those Tate and everything. I'm always like, how are these people even rich?
yeah.
Like, who even?
Jesus.
Slow down. With your fucking ass out.
Kind of doesn't even matter what your message is.
You get in a fight out here.
As long as people are looking at you, it's very lucrative. It doesn't even matter what you do. I mean,
But like guy, you know like how Bonnie Blue fucked 1,000 guys? I'm not interested in Bonnie Blue. I want to know who those fucking guys are.
I would love to
In
do
a
podcasts
line.
with those guys. I
Yeah.
want to podcast the first, middle, and last guy.
I think it was all just like Muslim guys
Oh.
from the YouTube
Hey, Bonnie should
documentary.
just
I
go to
watched.
India.
Oh,
Because
my
they do
God.
that
She would
anyway.
clean up in India, literally.
Yeah. You can make
She could make
I think
India smell better.
24,000
Just by fucking.
Managing the
24,000
line.
men.
I think managing
Imagine-
the line and the smell, I think, are two barriers to doing it in India.
Imagine going to India and you go, smells better. Smells like pussy now.
Oh, here we
a
go.
little,
Here
a
he
little
is.
pussy to clean up the streets.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
How is this even
Dude.
happening right now?
We have the same bike. Isn't that crazy? Look, I got the same bike.
How is this happening? We just ran into Ari.
Yeah.
He pulled over. I swear to God.
You know Liver King is right there.
Well, just
How- if
right
he only
before
knew?
right before you rode by, this dude came by and Ari goes, "Why are you so happy?" He's like, "I'm looking for a Liver King." He's looking for Joe Rogan. And 2 seconds later, you biked past him. It was so bizarre. Not Liver King,
Yeah,
just
no,
some
no.
dude that brought up Rogan, and then you piked
He is
past
outside,
him.
yeah. He's got an ankle bracelet and everything. I watch his, you know, he posts every like 10 minutes. It's insane, dude.
It's so nuts.
Don't
It's
you
so-
feel like you're tempting fate riding this close to where he's staying?
I was gone. You guys brought me back.
Oh shit!
You're a stationary
This
target.
is actually a setup. Liver King paid us to do
There's gonna be
this.
a crossbow bolt in your back.
Oh, liver! I go. Oh, I put out a dog bowl. Oh, liver! He crawls out of the woods. Yeah. Do you smell that? Here he comes. Well, we're sorry we interrupted your bike ride. We're just potting.
Yeah. What? It is, yeah. It's a nice bike. Yeah.
Shit.
What time is it right
Is
now?
this like the Louis Vuitton of bikes for guys?
4 to 10?
Oh, I got a meeting soon.
Kim, let's
shit,
think about
I-
everybody.
Yeah, let's
And
end this
Ari
pod.
Maddie, stop,
Ari
thanks for
Maddie,
stopping by.
thank you
Kim
so
Congdon,
much.
I love you dearly.
Thank you. Tim Butterly, thank you. Jamie, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Jamie. The voice is here.
The voice is here. They didn't need to see you to know who it is. Bye, dude. That was great.
Patreon.com/Tim Butterly. Love you guys. See you later.
We did it. Ari's
Perfect.
still posing.